Part 2, social learning theory. We are looking at social cognition, if that makes any sense for you. But thoughts, feelings, ways of thinking are affected by the social context. They happen within a social context. Now, this reflects Vygotsky's theory in that thinking moves from outside to in. So, our thoughts, we have them, they move from outside to in turn affect behavior. Rational people behavior starts in thought form, you behave and then you are rewarded or punished. Now this term cognitive modeling, I told you I'd come to this, this is thinking out loud, making your thoughts verbal. Something as, now here's how I model my thinking. Let's see what I need to know. What do I do when I have a problem? Oh yes, first So cognition plays a role in learning. You teach out loud cognitive modeling so that you teach students how to think, how to react. You make your thinking process known. This is done a lot when you're teaching comprehension skills. Boys and girls, this is how you comprehend. First of all, read the sentence. Second, ask, do I understand? Third, resume or repeat as necessary. All right? So this leads to cognitive instruction. That essentially is thinking skills. It's when you take a cognitive process, a thinking process, and break it down into steps and teach those steps explicitly. Example, you say, yes, here is one. Conflict resolution. We can't expect children to know how to do this unless and until we teach them. And this is part of education, teaching children, students, how to be good human beings. Boys and girls, when you have a conflict, these are the steps. You pause and you think. You ask the other person what they want. You tell them what you want, and then you look for common ground. All right? I am teaching a cognitive process, how to think through something. And some classrooms use the conflict resolution bridge. All right? I'm making explicit what happens inside. Students gradually are able to internalize that process. So it moves from outside to in. And some people have these taped onto their classroom floors or rugs. When there's a conflict, they send them to the bridge. I feel, restate the problem, generate a bunch of ideas, meet in the middle. Some playgrounds have a conflict resolution bridge painted on the asphalt outside to help children learn how to resolve conflicts. And that's an important thing in this day and age. Something as simple as going outside for the recess. These are the steps. Let's see, I have to find my notebook, step 1. Step 2, put it at my desk. Step 3, you get the idea. Some people even have these cognitive processes broken down into steps and put into poster form, at the appropriate level, of course. 2 types of learning. This is putting terms to what you probably already know, but vicarious learning is learning by imitating others. We see what others are rewarded or punished for. All right? Most of our life lessons, or a lot of life lessons, happen by observing what happens to other people, what they are punished or rewarded for. That's vicarious learning. Inactive learning is learning by doing and experiencing the consequences. All right? Which one is better? Neither is better, but both should be used or are used. Vicarious learning, both life lessons and social things, and inactive learning, experiencing and then doing and then experiencing the consequences. All right, end of part 2, social cognition.